Good evening. You're watching Truth Be Told. I'm Faye D'Souza. Thank you for joining us. All eyes across the country are on the case of police brutality that's emerged out of Tamil Nadu, out of Thoothukudi to be precise. Now, the death of the father-son duo has actually now um, caught everybody's emotions because one can't imagine this kind of brutality stemming from the police that is meant to look after the innocent or meant to look after people. But since the last time we tracked this story, a few things have changed. The Madurai branch of the Madras High Court took cognizance of the case and began hearing it and ordered an investigation. And that investigation has moved forward. Now, to help me understand what's going on right now, Megha Kaveri, who is a reporter with the News Minute that's been doing a lot of very, very good work on this story, joins us right now. Megha, thank you for joining us. Would you give us an update right now on the case that the High Court is hearing?
Absolutely. So the High Court heard the case today, the Madurai bench, and there was no mention about the post-mortem report that was supposed to be submitted today or tomorrow. So there was no mention about it. But yesterday there was a development from the state government saying that they will be transferring the case to a CBI-based investigation. And the High Court, if court agrees, the CM will transfer it to a CBI investigation. And it was brought up before the bench today, and the court said that it has no objection for the transfer of the case to a CBI-based investigation. If the state makes a policy decision on that. So the High Court has given a go-ahead essentially on that. And we are yet to receive an official order regarding this issue right now. And the Madras High Court has also postponed the case hearing for 2 more weeks now. So that's the update right now. And
yes.
yeah, one more thing, if I might interject. The Madras High Court has also ordered Thoothukudi collector to order the revenue officials to take over the Sathankulam police station under their control, because the judicial magistrate who was conducting the inquiry apparently told that the police in the station are not cooperating with this investigation. Hence, that is one significant thing that has happened in the court hearing today.
So, a couple of questions, Megha, if I may. First of all, the question of the post-mortem, which is the actual detail that everybody is waiting for, because the post-mortem will confirm the kind of injuries that the family and the eyewitnesses were alleging. We understand this post-mortem is to be submitted to the court in a sealed envelope.
Yes.
Could you tell us why the court asked for a sealed envelope? And if that is true, basically, the rest of us will not know what's in that envelope until after the court gives its judgment.
Yes. So it is. We consulted a couple of legal experts about this procedure of the court asking for various documents in a sealed cover method, and what they all had to say was there's nothing particular about it. It is just a procedural thing to ensure confidentiality, so that in sensitive cases information doesn't leak to external members, people who are not related to this. And yes, you're right in that observation that since it is going to be, it has been or going to be submitted in a sealed cover, we might not get to know what exactly was the nature of the injuries found in the bodies of Jayaraj and Bennix.
But the family is entitled to a copy, Megha?
Generally, yes, but since this is in a sealed cover, we are not sure if they can. They are given access to that.
Okay. So the other question is about the district magistrate to whom these 2 accused were presented on the 20th of June. Now, everyone has talked about the fact that the district magistrate needed to have noted compulsorily by procedure their physical status at that point, and he did not. Is there an investigation into his conduct as well right now?
It should be covered by the judicial magistrate inquiry, the Kovalpatti judicial magistrate inquiry, Mr. M.S. Bharathidasan. He should be looking into it as well.
And in terms of the other cases that have emerged, as far as the Tuticorin, police is concerned, there are cases that have been transferred to the CBI in the past as well, around the protests that took place around the Sterlite plant. That was transferred to the CBI. Have any of those cases reached their logical conclusion in any way?
No. Not just that case. There are a lot of cases like Gutka scam, Shekhar Reddy money issue. All these were transferred to the CBI, but then nothing, no information about what stage they are in, or like you said, if a conclusion has been reached on any of these cases is not known to the public yet.
All right. So our best hope right now, Megha, is to wait 2 weeks.
Yes.
All right. That's a really unfortunate status. Yes, go ahead.
Meanwhile, there is also one small update. So the CCTV footage from Bennicks' shop has also come out a while ago. In that, the footage kind of is in direct contradiction with whatever the police has said in their FIR registered against Jayaraj and Bennix. So these are all, why I'm highlighting this is these are all very openly established things which does not need extensive probing for a CBI inquiry or anything, These seem like is this an open shut case? The police had said that these two guys, sat in front of the shop and protested and rolled on the ground, and that is how they got internal injuries. But in the footage, there is nothing of that sort.
Okay, so the police have blamed the rolling on the ground for their internal injuries.
Yes, that is there in the FIR. Yes.
And what have they? I mean, is there any blaming that they assigned blame to the external injuries, to the severe bleeding that was obviously reported by witnesses and by family?
No mention of external injuries anywhere in the FIR, only internal injuries.
Are there questions being raised, Megha, to the jailer who accepted these two accused on the morning of the 21st, which is Sunday? Obviously, they were not in good physical condition, but there were no alarm bells that were raised.
The jailer accepted them on 20th itself, 20th afternoon. Yeah. So, questions are being raised against the jailer as well, and more so because in the jail records, there are mentions about how they were bleeding and how they were in a bad shape when they were brought for admission into the prison. When such a blatant open record is there, the jailer should have, sent them for medical treatment at that point in time itself before admitting into the prison. So yes, questions are being raised against the jailer as well. Jail authorities, the doctors who certified them as medically fit to be remanded, all of them.
Okay. All right, Megha. So obviously we're going to have to keep our eye on this particular case, even if it takes many, many weeks. Yes. For now, 2 weeks at least. Megha of the News Minute, thank you so much for joining us and giving us all of that information. Remember, this is a very, very important case because these are the police that are meant to look after citizens. And if this is how they treat citizens who have done nothing more than keep their shop open beyond a lockdown, then this should be a case of police brutality that is personal to each and every one of us. We're going to track this very closely. Thanks for watching.